Okay, if this doesn't work, it's a hardware problem. 1 second. Is this working? Yes, it is! Okay, so it was me recording that was the problem. Oh boy. Okay, it's fine. I can just stream like this. It's fine. 1 second. Go to the editor. Does it still work fine? Yes, it does. Okay. Phew! Why? Okay, everything's figured out, at least. Oh, my... Never mind, it's not figured out. Wait, is it? Did that show up? Or is it... It's fine. Finally solved. Hopefully. I'm gonna continue like this, and hopefully it actually is fine. Oh, my lord. Anyway, where were we? Just where were we? We're going to the world map, yes. That's what we're doing. Okay, so I can't record while streaming this. That's unfortunate. It's gonna be a problem. You didn't see it. Okay, that was just... What's it called? It was just the capture card freaking out. Okay, the capture card might be going insane. I have absolutely no idea, but... if this is hardware or software, but it looks like I've gotten it back working. I'm gonna go with this. Hate it when this happens. And just when I thought I had everything solved too. Sucks, but you guess it's something to solve later.
This is your castle. Must be nice to be home, huh?
It probably can be solved a lot easier if I just... What's it called?
You know, something just don't feel quite right.
I'm going to have to sacrifice... What's it called? Recording. Backup just in case of rough footage, but that's... Looks like that's what I'm going to have to do. Apparently that's causing problems.
Let's go! Queen Minnie needs to see you!
That's the problem.
In danger. Hurry,
That's what's
hurry.
happening. I can't do anything about it. That sucks, but you guess that's something... Yeah. I already read that. Sorry. What's it called? Okay, going back to dark mode. There we go. So, I guess no recording and backup, and if the video cuts in half, I just have to edit it. I'm just gonna have to suck it up. But if it does that, it will be Twitch's fault because I have optimized everything. Except for recording for some reason. I'm gonna have to figure that out later, if I can. But if not, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. It's not something that's actually necessary. Entirely. It's just inconvenient to not do it. They left for a few minutes or something and already the castle's in trouble. Well, actually, no, they didn't. For a few seconds, what's it called? Donald and Goofy have been gone from this castle for an entire year at this point. So, it being like this is not actually a surprise. Okay. Well, time to fight my least favorite Heartless trying to get everything in this courtyard. What's it called? They're called time bombs. They do that. They explode, and they have a very short, like deceptively very short range of their attack, but it's AoE and it's a one-shot kill if it hits. It's ridiculous. And they dive bomb you, so you gotta really stay on your toes fighting those things. I mean, my goodness. But I can't use the, what's it called? It's too risky not to use the, what's it called? Speaking of technical difficulties, it's too risky. And to use the, what's it called? Optimized, thing. But whatever I was using that was hiding the, what's it, the preview, that's way too risky. I'm gonna have to use up more CPU because of that, but I've never gone to 100 before. And apparently it's not a problem. It might have actually been me recording that tore up that stream, now that I'm seeing this. Or at least that was a contributing factor. But I am dropping no frames right now, so I think it's the recording that was the problem. Oh my lord. So, I was actually hindering myself by trying to be safe. Well, it's fine. At least one thing stayed. With the changes that I made, or one or two things to optimize this. This is on, what's it called? I put the stream on encoding on maximum priority, so hopefully the desktop won't mess around with it. I mean, just let bad things happen and be okay with it, rather. Who'd have thunk it? Yes. Most people meet their own destiny on the road they take to avoid it. And apparently my destiny at that point that I was avoiding was being safe and having security and knowing that I'm actually streaming and there'll be a backup if things go wrong. I'm gonna have to do this with absolutely no... what's it called from now on, if this holds true. It's gonna suck. But thank goodness I didn't die to the time bomb Heartless. Oh, that was horrible. When I was trying to stream earlier, I died like 3 times to them. But I managed to get everything without exploding. Bomb Heartless, you want them? They're yours! Even if you don't have enough rubies. Yes. They only show up in like one place in the game, and that's here. They're the absolute worst. At least in this game. Like, in the phone game, they're less annoying. They don't actually explode. In the phone game, they just, what's it called? They just have a really high defense and only take 1 damage pretty much no matter what. But that's not too hard to deal with in an RPG setting. But in action RPG setting, it's... I actually need a dodge ability for them to be tolerable, and I'm not going to be able to get those until after this entire arc. It's not just section, it's arc. Like, this is the midpoint of the game, and they really front-load that and try to stress that. Like, strap in, this is going to be a really long world. Even though it technically counts as 2 worlds, we're going to be in the same one for a very long time. With just a brief intermission for a cutscene. It's absurd. And also, I'll have to note that there's only like 4 Heartless in this castle, like 4 different varieties. There's not a lot of variety. It's like Kingdom Hearts, what's it called, 0.2. But smaller, but at the same time in a very large scale. Because you have to stay in these same 5 rooms for a very long time. Oh, did that... It did that during a low... Something happened. I don't know what happened, but it happened. Nope, that's not good. What just happened? Did that show up, like, those blinking out, or was it just the TV that blinked out? I'm gonna get the Pooh Bear pages while waiting, but I don't know what that was. 4 types of Heartless are all you need to take over a castle. Yes, you don't even need a boss monster. You just need 4 regular Mook Heartlesses, and one of them being the most generic of them all. And that will be the majority that you storm the castle with. That's all you need.
Your Majesty.
You don't know, you thought you saw something, but it was too quick to see. Okay, good.
Your Royal Highness.
That wasn't a
did you
dropped
happen to
frame
summon us?
per se, but that was like my Elgato
Where's the king?
doing something weird. You were typing something down. Oh, okay.
Excuse them. This is our friend Sora.
Well, it's not happening anymore.
Sora! The king told me all about you in his letters. He said you're a very brave
0.3%
young man.
drop frames. Oh no.
So, do you know where he is?
Well, the preview is fine, so hopefully it actually is fine.
Your Majesty.
Oh, my lord.
Going in your castle.
Oh my. So
As long as it
those
doesn't
are the
number in the
Heartless.
thousands, I'm
Don't
okay
worry,
with it.
We'll take care of him.
I'm just okay with it.
I know I can count on you, Sora.
Because it
Now
was
there's something
doing
I'd
that
like all of you to
at
come
one
and
point.
see. Would you please escort me to the audience
That's
chamber?
significantly more frames drop. It says that have dropped than it was with
I
the
forgot to warn everyone else
it recording
in the
the-
castle about the danger.
whatever that diarrhea
We must
was,
be sure they're
but-
hidden somewhere safe.
it's still
Okay,
really small.
we'll go
It's only
tell
like it was a 3% thing.
We just gotta split up, Donald.
It's fine.
I'll make sure that everyone knows what's going on.
Hopefully.
Sora, you just did yours.
Oh my lord.
Okay, then I'll stay with the queen.
All of this,
Alrighty
the stuff
then,
before
see you
the stream
later.
has got me spooked.
The audience chamber, right, ma'am?
Yes, Sora. Let's be on our way.
But you know, Goofy, those dumb villains are no match for the king, even though he's not here. Yeah. It's the queen that's going to be taking them out. We're going to be hearing a lot of "Let's go" and "Light" during this escort mission.
Let's go!
And it's a nothing but padding escort mission as well, because
This way!
well, you'll see when it comes up. I'm not going to spoil it. It's right about to come out, but there's something that's absolutely just pointless.
This way!
It could have been a boss, but
Let's go!
it's not.
This way!
What they opted for is
This
not
way!
really challenging at all. It's just tedious. It's just a...
Let's go!
Oh, I'm so tempted to say
This
it.
way! Let's go!
Donald, no. No, sir! Let's do something for a change! I am not going to do that super nasally whatever I did for
This way!
Chain of Memories that killed my throat ever again. Or at least I'm going to try not to. What was that?
Let's go!
Okay, it was just on my TV's end. Okay, it's
This
fine.
way.
That's fine, that's perfectly fine. Oh my lord. Sounds interesting. Yes, it is, but it's not really.
Just one moment.
It's a lot of build-up for nothing. I see Queen Mickey 2 carries
As
the
soon
ring
as
of the
trouble
Lucy.
started, I made sure to seal this room.
I never really got
Now then,
good look at that ring,
shall
but it has a Mickey Mouse on it, so he's like... Mickey is that narcissistic to Minnie. I guess it's kind of romantic, like, I give you a piece of myself by putting himself on the ring, but at the same time...
Not here too!
It implies that he thinks highly of himself, I'm thinking. Suspecting, but anyway, this is the room. It's just 50 Heartless.
Let's go.
And they can't do anything if they don't get close enough to you, and as long as you spam,
This way.
you're literally untouchable. That kill circle is invincibility. If they even get close enough while you're charging up, you're not gonna get hit. And they just get flung to the other side of the room. And they die in 2 hits. No matter what.
This way. Let's go.
See, look, if they even get close to do anything, they do nothing.
This way. Let's go.
This is a good place to get a free level, though. If you're doing a level run.
This way. Let's go.
But even in a level 1 run, this is the easiest part of the game.
This way. Let's go.
They have this big open area that takes like
This way.
3 minutes to get to the end of just by walking, that they put a skateboard in later because it's so long.
Let's go.
Show me the light and lead
This way. Let's go.
someone to lead and guide me.
This way.
Yes,
Let's go.
essentially.
This way. Let's go.
I love that both Donald and Goofy's hats over their cover their heads. I mean their eyes.
This
It's
way.
a nice touch.
Let's go.
I'm admiring that
Let's go.
because this is boring.
This way.
If there's anything truly horrible design-wise in this game, it's this. It's just from wasted potential.
This way.
Instead of a boss, they opted for an escort mission with
This way.
enemies that can do literally
Let's
nothing
go.
to you. Unless you go out of the way to get hurt.
Let's go. This way.
Yeah,
This
Minnie
way.
stops on her own for some reason, for no reason.
Let's
She does that sometimes. She got really weird AI because they didn't really have to think about it too much because this is the only escort sequence in the entire game.
Come on, give me
As
a
if that was
break.
hard. Sora's tired of pressing triangle to win. It's literally all that was. Okay.
Whoa.
That was not impressive.
The room below is called the
That just
Hall
restored
of
the status quo.
Cornerstone. Our castle has always been safe from worlds that are evil. Thanks to the Cornerstone of Light, which we keep down there.
A little bit of that Dark Souls
Cornerstone
craftsmanship with that
of light?
right over there in that wall. That weird corn thing right there. That's in like literally every RPG that I'm noticing. Did you see it?
This is the castle.
Oh, there it is
cherished
again.
Cornerstone. Oh, but look, the thorns. They must be the work of someone very evil.
Yes, these
I
thorns
wonder
are
what this could mean.
going nowhere near the MacGuffin, or somehow hindering it.
Maleficent!
No way.
Exactly 10%
Well,
opacity,
what have we
Maleficent,
here?
to be
If it
precise.
isn't the wretched Keyblade holder and his pitiful lackeys.
Now you're gonna deal with me!
All in good time. I promise you'll be able to partake of my
She just pulled a
vengeance,
Diz.
But you must be patient.
Except with magic.
Just what are you doing here, Maleficent?
Ah, Queen Minnie. Radiant as always.
In less
I'm
opacity.
here on a property venture. I want this castle for my own.
What was it that I saw throughout Dark
It's a
Souls?
bit too
That weird
bright
corn
for what I
design.
have
I will
in mind.
zoom in
I
on it
suppose I'll
because it's
just
on
have
that
to
cornerstone
fill
right there.
every room with my personal
But you think
touch
you know
of
what I'm talking about,
darkness.
though? Like, they use it in almost every
Better
RPG now
stop
that I'm...
right now if you know what's good for you.
Or at least that I've been playing
How frightening.
as of
Very
late.
well. I'll stop. Just as soon as the castle belongs to me.
And they have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Different developers, different artists, different everything.
What a hag.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. I looked through all the records in the library, but I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh!
Huh?
Well, just...
We should go ask somebody who knows lots of stuff that ain't in any book.
Merlin the Wizard.
Yes, that's perfect.
They don't even try to
Merlin just might know
mess with
something
this.
about this mess. Let's ask his advice.
I mean,
We saw him in Hollow Bastion, right?
make this a
Yeah,
moment that you have to
let's
use your
go.
head. They just point you to Merlin a million times. And hopefully you get it. What you're supposed to do. There's a lot of hand-holding in that one spot for no reason. There could have been like a wink wink nudge nudge, like... who do you know that's like that? But no, they just outright spelled it out. And point to him a million times. But anyway, it's this design right here, this corn... Whatever this is. Is this like some sort of very specific artwork that is referenced in like every game? Because this is everywhere. Staring right at it in first person. Everything looks weird in first person. I'm going out. Pull out. Behold the entire universe in one singularity. Or something. Just by the way. I think there's an even brighter version in this save point. You have no idea. It does seem pretty familiar. I'm gonna make a tweet about it. I'm just gonna take a picture of all the instances I can recall of that corn thing and say why. And maybe someone will answer. Like, hopefully. Why isn't Merlin already here? He can see the future. And he's been there, in fact. I know he can't tell exactly when something happens, but he can tell exactly what happens. Like that whole, I didn't know who to expect for tea,
Anybody
but I
home?
figured the exact spot.
Merlin!
The
That whole
castle's
thing.
in danger.
What is all
Like,
that?
he shouldn't know who's taking over the castle, but he should know that it's being invaded.
Oh, it's you. It looks like you've learned a bit since the last time I saw you.
I don't get that.
Really?
Yeah, you're curious about that note.
Let's talk about the problem.
Sometimes Merlin doesn't want to look into the future. Yeah, that actually,
Inside the castle?
that's a legitimate thing.
Yup, and Heartless too.
Oh dear.
If you could see the future, sometimes you would not want to. Because the future can be horrible sometimes. Like, truly. A moth somehow made its way inside of here. This new guest streamer, Moth. Maybe Kurt will eat him. I don't know. Uses too much NP to look into the future.
Perhaps I'd better.
Yes,
just
he's gotten
sit
so old
myself.
that he can't use a spell anymore, like Tella.
Interesting.
But yet he can still use teleport.
What's happening, Merlin?
This is not good. In fact, I'm afraid it's quite serious.
Exactly how serious is it if Maleficent could only come in here at 10 opacity?
What's that?
My boy, that is a
There's the
gateway
corn
to a
again.
special world. Someone in that world is responsible for what's going on in this castle. Of that, I'm certain.
Oh boy!
We knew we could count
The
on
screen
you
cut
to
out on
win.
my TV specifically
Then we should go get him.
just in
Wait
time
a
for that to
moment.
sound like he said
The perpetrators
White
must
Castle
be stopped,
instead of
course, but there's something
whatever he
else
said.
to do first. Somewhere
That was
in
weird.
that world, there should be another door that's identical to this one. I believe our enemies
somehow
are
got the-
utilizing that door. As long
what's it
as
called, the
remains
thing
open,
itself
the
to stop
castle will be in
cutting
grave
out, but
danger.
what's it
Listen
called, the
carefully, Sora.
capture card
You must
itself, but
find
for some
that
reason
door,
it's
and when
skipping
you
on my
do,
TV,
lock it with
and
your
that keeps
teeth.
scaring me.
Got it.
You get down on us.
Is Merlin that wizard
Now,
guy from the
one
Sword
more
and the
thing.
Stone?
You're heading into a very special
Oh,
world.
wait, is that wizard guy from the Sword and the Stone a villain? No, he is not.
While you're there, the
Far from
nature
it.
of that world may tempt you to do something dark. You must resist that
The nature of this
temptation
world
at all
will
costs.
What do you mean?
tempt them to do
You'll know
Kingdom Hearts.
Soon enough. I have faith in you, my lads.
If you don't know the meme, you can spell something dark with Kingdom Hearts, so he just title dropped the game, technically. The Fairly Odd Parents kind of painted that to you, but you'd like to get some clearance. Oh yeah, I remember that from The Fairly Odd Parents. Like, Merlin the cleaning wizard, like, they were taking a jab at Disney. I remember that. Oh my lord. That is a memory. In fact, that is the thumbnail. Oh boy. Don't think you're aware of that meme. Yeah, if you take all the letters of Kingdom Hearts, you have just enough to spell the word something dark. So maybe Ansem was right. Or at least his theory had a little bit of,
Hey, look!
what's it called?
There's the
A little bit behind it.
cornerstone of life.
But apparently Kingdom Hearts is
What's
light.
going on? Everything's black and white.
Oh, this is fun.
So the title of this game has been debunked.
Deja vu?
Yeah, that's it.
Really? Have you been here before?
Oh, those old-timey Pac-Man eyes. Gotta love them.
Hey, you! Seen any bad guys around here?
Comedy.
Why, I oughta... Nah, I don't have time to waste on punks like you, so I guess I'll go easy on ya.
Well, there's our villain.
Why am I back in my Kingdom Hearts 1 clothes for this? I never really got that. Like, I know it looked more cartoony, but... it kind of doesn't make any sense. It was too small for Sora. And now all of a sudden it's the right size again. Like, that's the whole reason he got rid of it. You're welcome? Oh, now it went to no signal. That time it actually messed up. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna try one thing. Give me a sec. There we go. Plugging things in. Unplugging them. Okay, maybe that will fix it. There we go. Hopefully that'll stop the skipping. I've changed out all the plugs at this point. Because classic world equals classic Sora or lazy. No idea. Ugh. It's fine. I managed to stabilize it. It was just... I think I was giving the Elgato a little bit too much to handle. In fear that there was something wrong with the splitter. This is where Disney Castle, quote-unquote, is going to be built. It's nothing but an empty field now, but I bet it's going to be a huge castle. I wonder... By the way, I wonder exactly what is unique about this world. That was Pete. Wasn't it? Is it just me or somehow it seemed different? I said that wrong. You don't know what... I don't know what this world is, but we can't let Pete get away still. It's kind of strange with all the cornerstone and light and all. They're not questioning it enough until the very end of this. We'll lose Pete if we don't hurry, but he was going to his steamboat. Is the wharf not where I'm supposed to go? A waterway. Pete isn't this way. Where is he? Pier. These are all the same things! Or at least the... what's it called? Synonyms. You bet that Chicken's wrong who built a castle of here of all places. Yeah, that quote-unquote made her seem a little bit skeptical. Do not adjust your television. The sounds you're hearing are purposefully low quality. I did not lower them, the game did. So that monorail sound is not a glitch, it is a feature. Tickets for the boot. Punish. Yeah. Well, that's one way to put it.
With you squirts. You got some kind of bone to pick with me?
More than one.
Damn.
Wait until you see Alice. Comedy's Pete goof.
Not so fast.
Yes.
What's that for? What's that for?
This isn't hard at all. Pete from this world poses absolutely no threat whatsoever. It just takes a while. I could have one-shot him with a limit, but I decided not to for whatever reason. I like the cartoon physics in his fight, but it didn't go on that long. They could have gone a little bit wackier with that.
What you mugs beef with me anyway? Who are
Not
you?
so fast,
New
they
around
say
here?
with smiles on their
Cut
face.
the act.
Yeah, they could have actually had more faces. But you know how they like them JPEGs in this series for faces.
Are you sure you're Pete?
Well, of course I'm Pete. I'm the captain of the
Would have taken a lot of time to copy paste all those frownyface.jpegs.
the road.
Even though
I
Sora
gotta
just did it right
find
there
the
for a second.
runt what stole my boat.
Gosh, maybe we made a mistake.
I'm starting to think the same thing. He hasn't even called any Heartless.
I have absolutely no idea what that message is.
Sorry we attacked you like that, Captain
What did my
Pete.
computer just say?
Oh yeah? Well, if you're really sorry, then go find my steamboat.
I'll have to check that out later.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my hicked back.
It wasn't an error message. It's yelling weird stuff at me. I'm kind of a little bit concerned about that, but not as much as I am. I mean, not as much as I probably should be. Timeless River. I thought for sure Pete was the bad guy. Oh, that would be too easy. I just choked on a word. I was gonna say, what's up? Foreshadowing. But it got stuck on my tongue. Come on, fellas. Let's try to find that steamboat. I guess we did say we would. Hey, we gotta find a door. I mean, we got a door to find. Oh, yeah. I don't see any doors. Already they sowed the seeds for Pete being a jerk to them. Or more than one. Or more of one. Take a pick, you. Yeah. Just beating the shit out of him for no reason whatsoever. It is not going to have any consequences whatsoever. Definitely. Huh, what's this? I can't see a thing. Speaking of audio and it being bad, am I coming in alright? That'd be one less thing to be stressed about. 10 seconds earlier. Hey. Oh, hi, Deku!
Hey, look!
Just in time for Timeless River. It's like the entire midsection of this game.
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Or at least the opening to it.
Deja vu?
Yeah, that's it.
Really? Have you been here before?
Yep, no complaints. Okay, good. Thank goodness. What was that? Heartless going out, and us coming in. What does it mean? My audio is good. Thank you, Ashley. I mean, Deku. Can cut that out later. It's fine. No one else is here. Let's get rid of those Heartless. Then what'll we do? We'll worry about that later. Just completely forget the plot and follow the subplot. That should lead us back to the plot. Always thinking. It means time travel. What are you talking about? I'm just gonna go through these in order.
Gee, he seems kind of different somehow.
Come on, we've got to help him.
Again. I know they're all thick, but how oblivious can they get? Yeah, there's nothing really unique about this feature, it's just literally the mayhem feature, it's just how much they destroy. It doesn't mean anything unless it's all the way full. Like, seriously. It's not like you changing anything and it messing up the timeline or anything, it's literally just a game over. And it's one of those standing up game overs, like, it means that Sora didn't even get defeated for it, you just screwed up. An arbitrary objective.
Huh?
Time to cartoon a little bit more.
You absolute idiot. You've managed to fail at everything.
Now she's in full opacity, but
And what's more, you foolishly thought you could
she had to
take my
sacrifice
place while I was away.
color for
Well, as of now you're finished.
the ability to fully appear.
There'll be no place for you when our time comes.
Just bad quality Maleficent no matter what the stream.
Useless imbecile.
But I...
So fixing the timeline by creating a good enough timeline, essentially. What? Somebody sure was angry. I don't understand. Donald, how do you not understand that? She just said he's an imbecile. That's literally all she said. Let's just try to clear out the Heartless first. This place is okay, but we've got 3 more spots to check. You don't have to do this in any particular order, but this is going back to the Kingdom Hearts 1 thing, and that the cutscenes are slightly different if you do them at, like, depending on the order. So this is actually the only other game in the series that has a little bit of choice, and it's in this one spot.
Fire! Come on, he needs our help.
I wonder who that could be. Tigger? Yes, of course. Remember that one obscure little booklet of Winnie the Pooh that was a side story when he became evil. In fact, so evil that he became a witch that borderline fired Pete. Apparently Donald remembers that.
It's over. Take this.
How did I get healed? I thought I was about to die before I activated this. But yeah, I do not want to be dealing with those cars at full health. I'm going to wait. I mean, at minimum health. Like, I'm going to have to wait until my magic charges back up to fight them anymore. Okay, never mind. That was a very poor decision. Strategically. Oh yes, you remember that book. Your favorite one. And the rest of the pages are just heffalumps and woozles. Of course. It's truly the darkest timeline of Winnie the Pooh.
Fire! Come on, he needs our help.
Okay, I think my computer is adjusting well to what it's doing. I have no idea. The frame rates are going literally all over the place. I have reached 4,000 kilobits per second after setting it on a max of 2,500. I have absolutely no idea what's going on with that. I'm gonna have to save my magic for the other the 2 cards instead of the 1, so I'm going to be putting myself a little bit at risk, but not too much. Wait, was I able to stop it? Nope, I wasn't. Okay. Dealing with this with no dodge rolls. Okay, there we go. It's fine. Just gotta keep jumping over it even though it can one-shot me. There we go. Okay, I need to revive Donald. Okay, there we go. Now we've won. Don't let the fire reach the... Wait, why did that jump up all of a sudden? I guess one of the big ones got there? I don't know. Doesn't matter, I won. Hopefully I won't get any of the arbitrary time limit or whatever was in place game over screen throughout this playthrough.
Well, that takes care of that.
Hey!
I don't want to. I might have already. Hopefully I didn't. I forgot.
Oh, for crying out loud. She didn't have to go and say that. Okay, I might have messed up every now and then, but I'm a lot more things than useless. Why, when I was starting out... Oh, I missed those good old days. What I wouldn't give to go back and die.
Foreshadowing of something that already happened.
What I wouldn't give.
But has yet to be, but it already happened. And kind of contradicts how time travel works in this universe. Just a little bit.
Hey, I think that's my...
A door. It looks familiar. Yep, it's the door that Merlin magicked up. Why is Donald not getting any of this? Even Goofy is starting to get this. So it should come straight here, right? Sure, I think. Let's check it out. After doing 2 more missions, of course. I have absolutely no idea how guys sitting in the middle of a puddle equals giants, but yes.
The town shrunk.
Or do you think maybe we got bigger?
Hey, look at the toy cannons.
Did they set it to M for Mini, or did they set it to W for Wumbo? I wonder. Merlin is the obvious villain. We should have known. Sure he is.
Hey, they're heartless.
In fact, this entire world kind of messes with the established rules for time travel in this universe. Because Xehanort said, what's it called? In the... what's it called? If you're paying attention in Dream Drop Distance, he said that there has to be a version of yourself waiting for you at the point where you end up when you time travel. And there's no past Sora. Oh yeah, I gotta use this cannon or they're gonna destroy everything. By the way, aeroplanes. Yes, it is a pun. On an RPG mechanic and on what it actually is. Wumbo, or Winnie. Winnie the Pooh confirmed for evil Minnie Mouse. I have absolutely no idea how you came to that conclusion, and I do not care. It was brilliant. Okay, what hit me? Just more overpowered enemies. It's fine. Like, seriously, how do you derive giants from this image? It looks like a guy tied up in the middle of a puddle. Does it make more sense in Japanese? No, it does not. So I have absolutely no idea. Like, they didn't censor anything aside from Will Turner for some reason in this game, so everything else is the same in Japan. So how would they put that? I mean, interpret that as giant. We may never know the answer to this question, but I'm asking it anyway. I forgot I could use Trinity. Why am I wasting time fighting these guys? can just kind of spam this at this point. Censor? What am I talking about? Will Turner. Kind of left for a second. What's his name? In the Pirates of the Caribbean level, there's one point during it that Will threatens to shoot himself in the head. Like in the movie, but that's in the Japanese version only. In the American version, he just looks like he's about to jump off the boat into the water. That's literally the only thing that's been censored, but I have no idea why it was censored. Usually it's the Japanese version that would be censored for something like that, but it was the American version.
Look, Sora, over there.
So this actually kind of deviates from the canon of the movies. For that world specifically.
Fascinating.
Even though it's a little bit more faithful than Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing.
Stop gawking. And start thinking of a way we can use it to our advantage.
Okay.
You sure you want to use the guy that you called an imbecile as your think tank?
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can count on me.
Too edgy for kids, you guess. This game is rated E10.
What have we here? Well,
for alcohol. You
of
reference.
Now we can take the castle from those fools, but we'll have to proceed with the utmost of care.
I guess that one scene was what was keeping it from being rated T. I have no idea. There's no blood in this even. Maleficent! You didn't see her before, Donald? She must have known all along. Let's see if that door's connected to the past. No, 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 it comes here! Huh? And that means we're in the past. Wow. Mind-blowing revelation of the greatest minds of our time. If we're in the past, we can change the future. Nothing comes of that. Hold on, fellas. Remember what Merlin said? He's got faith in us. And if we... and we have to resist the temptation no matter what. Oh, I was only joking. Who would want to change the future anyway? I don't know. So, Donald might want to get rid of his PTSD. That might actually be beneficial. So, what are we going to do? Doors, bad guys. Gosh, my brain hurts. It's exactly Kingdom Hearts 1. Maleficent! Change the past, change the future. Well, we know we're on the right track. Do you? Donald Fauntleroy Duck, do you really know what's going on?
What are they building?
Look out!
It's usually this one that I do first, I think.
Thanks, Your Majesty. Now,
This one's the easiest, though. They give you pretty much an instant kill move for them if they try to attack in the slightest. It's a little bit weird and floaty and bouncy, but it's not difficult. As I die. I say that as I die. Oh my lord. Am I just gonna die in every one of these doors? Oh wait, this is the last one. Building Donkey Kong, you guess? Yes, that is canon New Donk City. I mean, what else could it be? The castle's way back there.
What are they building?
Look out!
Wherever way back there is. And there's certainly enough girders.
Now, let's get those heartless.
Why didn't I skip that cutscene? I forgot we're not playing Kingdom Hearts 1. Sora's outfit threw me off for a second. Oh my lord. Okay, apparently you can lose at this one. Okay, never mind. It actually happened this time. They're done. Oh, there are some time bombs. This level's usually so easy I didn't notice. Apparently they do show up somewhere else. I probably should use a drive right here. I don't want to die. As I die. 25 meters, 50 meters, 75 meters, 100 meters? How high can you get? Gonna be seeing a little bit more of that because of something that I just remembered. Or saw for the first time. It's a bit weird.
What are they building?
Sora has air slash. Sora confirmed as Echo Fighter for Shulk. Yes. Would actually love that, but I don't know how it would work. Well, actually, I do know how that would work. All of Sora's different forms could just be in place of the Monado arts. He actually has all the colors for it. That's actually genius. I mean, backslash is comparable to Blitz's animation. He's got air slash, he's got... what's it called? The only thing he doesn't have is visions, but he does have a counterattack, so that's close enough.
What are they building?
Okay, well, he's finally got a Smash Bros. Moveset that makes sense. Well, but will they ever put him in there? We have no idea. I mean, I have no idea. Nomura's actually up for it, but... what's it called? It's Nintendo that's holding it back from happening. So it depends on if Nintendo would want it. Okay, limit. Nope. I'm gonna have to use a potion. I'm just gonna try this. There's just two of them left, but I'm not leaving it any chances. Whoa, who'd have thunk it? Why are Shulk and Sora so similar? I just thought of this. That raises a whole bunch of different questions. Minora's up for it. Cool. No, Namora. That's his name, the guy that makes the Kingdom Hearts games. It's with an N.
Hey, look!
True, you know that a couple of companies are really willing to have their characters appear in Smash. Yeah.
Listen well.
Apparently
On the
Konami...
other side of this portal, they're about to begin
Snake.
construction on that wretched castle. But
Like, Snake is proof of
then,
that.
Their treasured cornerstone of light lies unguarded, with all of its power
I
still
remember
contained.
Konami begging Nintendo to put Snake in it.
Cornerstone of
So that wasn't really a surprise.
Yes. That cursed sphere is the very thing that prevents us from entering the castle.
Oh.
You know what must be done? Go then. Time to prove your worth. And don't dare to fail me again.
And then he proceeds to fail her again, and it is fine.
Don't fail her again. Let's see. That's it. I just gotta smash that cornerstone to smithereens.
Why hasn't he already done this?
But first, I gotta go get my old boat back.
Oh. Because plot. But he did this a very long time ago.
It was Pete after all.
How long has he been just cruising around on Willie?
Still, something doesn't seem right.
The Pete we met here had kind of an attitude, but he didn't seem like a bad guy.
That doesn't look suspicious.
Now that castle's as good as ours.
That's the Pete we know.
Oh no!
The cornerstone's gone.
He stuffed that entire MacGuffin into his bag of holding.
We gotta hurry.
Hey, hold it right there.
No way, small fry. I finally found
She gives
the big
Pete the
swing
worst
that
thing
stole my
he would
scheme.
never want. You're tired sticker.
Right.
Oh,
me.
you tried sticker.
Oh, no, it wasn't me. I'm just somebody who
Yes.
looks like me.
Oh,
A
which
gold
is it?
star. It reminded him of a traumatic experience with a teacher in his childhood. The ultimate punishment. How is Sora still confused about this?
Wait! Shut up! Your future's on the line, Pally, so back off and give me the boat!
The cornerstone!
Peach is
After him.
never this cartoony ever again. I'm gonna love every minute of this fight. This two-phase boss fight, though.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to. Later!
Just references old cartoons like a million times. It's great, though.
Later!
You're gonna hear him saying that a lot.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to. You mugs couldn't
And that,
follow
too.
me if you
He has
wanted
2 lines of dialogue. For battle.
to. Later! You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to.
Okay, now he should be unconscious.
I can't take anymore.
I'm gonna get this treasure chest and this puzzle piece real quick before I get back to that. He's not going anywhere. And there you... Donald is wasting magic on something that's invincible because of an invisible wall. I always thought you had to spam that to keep holding on when you were little because it keeps vibrating. Nope, you just have to press it once. This is the tedious part of this boss fight. Or at least as close to it as possible. So, Sora, Donald, and Goofy go to Classic World, and Donald and Goofy look like their classic selves. Meanwhile, Pete goes to there and looks like his modern self. Okay. Yeah. That is a bit weird. But what's weirder is that they couldn't tell the modern design apart from the old design. And all of a sudden, Pete has a health bar.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to.
Pete's face. Yeah.
You mugs
They go all out with the cartooniness in this fight.
later.
That's the lovable thing about it. The not so lovable thing about it is just... It's repetitive in the first phase. It gets better as it goes on. Kind of weird that a steamboat is a boss fight in this game, though. It has that novelty. And then Pete falls on it and crushes the MacGuffin. Nope, for some reason, with that trajectory, he lands in the water.
Yes.
You'll pay for this?
That should have taken his head off. Oh, but this is where cartoon physics finally take a hold. For the one and only time in this series of cartoon characters.
Donald, we'll come back
In this
for it
case,
later.
it's a case of they look similar in the eye of the beholder, you don't know. He'd still look older. It's not like he didn't age within the... How many years? Like 80 years? They've aged up Donald, Goofy, and Mickey, and Pete, like, all of them, a little bit over the years. Not that much because cartoon, but they have a little bit. To the point where the thing on the right does not look like the thing on the left.
You're still wet behind the ears.
And even if they did look exactly the same, like, in their eyes, old Pete isn't wearing a shirt. They'd at least be able to use that to tell the difference. Unless even the clothes look the same. In this perspective that makes absolutely no sense, because we can't see it. And all of a sudden, Classic Pete is invincible. That transition is the best. That just needs to be followed up by the Batman theme. Like the original one, but... you know the one I'm talking about. And he's just laughing at himself. You know what? Valor Form counts hits, and this is as many hits as I'm going to be getting for a while. There we go. Pete in this fight is just a defense tank. He's not really that strong. Even though I just took damage. I need healing. Need healing. Well, that was enough. There we go. At least Valor Form is slightly leveled now. And I'm getting a little bit closer to Anti-Form, so I could end this fight, theoretically, with a lot of ease. Apparently he has controlled that black hole with his mind powers. What was that? I immediately need healing again. And for some reason that didn't heal Donald. Why? Oh, and he's back up. This fight's a little bit confusing. Oh, now those are shooting at me. Okay, somehow that one Pete's slam made it so that the other Pete's slam didn't mean anything. Why does old Pete's everything have priority over new one? And I'm dead. Ah! That was like second to the last phase of the fight too. A case of Pete only has his modern design so the player could tell who modern Pete beat him up. In reality, looks similar to classic Pete. I have no idea. I'm going to chalk it up to Donald, Goofy, and Sora are just dumb enough to believe that they look the same. Should add that Batman sound effect to the video if I want. Oh, I definitely will. Like, this video doesn't... Actually, it does need editing. What am I talking about? I already said that I was going to get some, so might as well add that, too. This is gonna be great. Editing for the sake of not adding something rather than fixing something. That might be a nice change of pace. There we go. I like how I'm just hoping for anti-form. It's supposed to be the punishment for abusing this system. But it can be abused so much. Okay, just knock back Pete real quick. Might as well. It actually shortens his buffer, what's it called, invincibility time like that if you hit him. Darn it. Love this fight, but it's kind of, it's getting tiresome. Truly it is. Might as well talk about something that I heard in this right now. Like, in real life. Like, I actually today, something interesting happened. I met people that actually watched a little bit of what I do, like, in post. They keep saying make the stream smaller and digestible, though. I mean, they kept saying that. But I don't know how I would do that. Like, streaming for 20 minutes would not work. Like, archiving my stuff on YouTube makes people apparently think that I'm a YouTuber. Like, that's the main thing that I do. I don't know how, but it does. And I can kind of see how, but not really. It's this long for a reason. Like, I'm appealing to a different market because I don't... YouTube is broken at the moment. So there's no real point to actually be making what's it called? Videos that would appeal to their algorithms if the algorithm is going to blatantly write them off anyway. In the state that it's in. I mean, I guess I can do a bunch of stuff just, like, not streamed. Because I used to do that when I wasn't able to stream. So I could do some pre-recorded stuff. I guess, but... Apparently people still don't know what Twitch is. That's what I got from that. Or at least don't understand why it's not YouTube. Wait, who's saying that? It was someone that I met that was... What's it called? This morning. Like, I went out to eat, like, at a deli, and I just ran into someone that recognized me somehow. Surprising. Improbable, not impossible, though, apparently. Weirdest place, though. Just weird set of circumstances in general. How do I prioritize my hits over his? I don't get it. Sometimes he just floats around like a rag doll and gets hit, and sometimes he doesn't take any stagger whatsoever. I don't get this. Who'd have figured? Not me. I only have like 9 subscribers at this point, dating this video. Like on YouTube specifically, so that was actually very unlikely, but it happened. It's kind of surreal. I should just be using Trinity like every single chance I get on him. That's probably what I gotta do for this. I mean, he seems to ragdoll every time I do that, so it's probably beneficial. Like, Drive Form and Trinity is just the 2 things I'm going to have to switch in between until I get more forms. Okay, apparently that bounced it back. And he controls fire as well! He's a firebender. Why does Pete all of a sudden have dominion over inanimate objects? There are some things that aren't supposed to move in old cartoons. Platinum the Trinity. Yes. Ay, ay, ay. I probably should put some potions on. Okay, after this, I'm gonna put some potions on. That's what I'm forgetting to do. Notice that he doesn't take any actual damage from the things. That determines how much damage happens at the end, not at the any other point. This limit's really weird. All the other limits don't do that. And all the other limits are kind of better. They do way more damage on singular enemies. Trinity is the best one for clearing out just multiple mobs, but all the other ones are better for bosses. But it all changed when Pete became a firebender and attacked. Yes. Okay, that fire came out of nowhere. I'm gonna give potions to everyone. I know they're gonna just waste them all in the beginning of the fight, but I'm going to give it to everyone. This is getting ridiculous. I'm out of potions? I thought I'd been taking everyone's potions. What? So Classic Pete is helping you, but you can also beat him up. Yes, and he doesn't care whatsoever that you're doing that. It's weird. He's more concerned with beating himself up than he is at beating you up for doing that. He just gets angry for like 2 seconds. Okay, first, synthesis, because I've gotten a lot of things. Got a Megalizer, that's pretty good. I should make a Mega Potion. That'll be great. If I just use that, then it'll heal everyone, not just myself. Oh yeah, I gotta equip the regular... buy some regular potions as well. I almost forgot. Yeah, 11 will be good. Probably won't have to buy more potions throughout the rest of the game. Looks like someone took all your potions while you weren't looking. It's almost like they did the exact same thing that I've been doing to them. I have another accessory slot. Why didn't I do that? Okay, good. Better defense. Anyway, potions. Yes. Mandatory! I had 18 high potions, but my health isn't high enough for those yet. That would be a waste. Okay, here we go. One more time, hopefully this will actually work. I'm only gonna edit one of those Batman sounds because that's gonna be... Actually, never mind.
What's that for?
That would just be being lazy. Every transition. Not just a one-off gag. Except for maybe one of them unaltered just to show that there's a different noise for it. Like, maybe the first one will be unaltered, but the rest, Batman. It's doable and good for comparison. Unfortunately, his health caps at certain points in the fight.
How about a cage?
I can try summoning. And of course, Chicken Little also doesn't have a classic design because I don't expect it to be... think that he's favorable. Oh, thank goodness, he actually heals. Ah, darn it. Okay, so Chicken Little actually heals consistently. I didn't know that. That changes things up a little bit. I've skipped the scene so many times. Why can't it just stop?
What's that for?
There we go. Pete's time for a change versus Eggman's time for a change of pace. Who wins? Eggman, no question. It's way more iconic and annoying. I need to let this run out so I can level up the summon real quick. Give me a second. Like, there we go. I need to juggle it in between there so that it counts as one going down, because it gains a level every time it goes down. It helps a little bit to level summons. There we go. That's one. It's only one level, but it's counting towards getting some abilities. Wow, that ability actually worked for once. The counter. That gauge wasn't out. Okay, I'm going to use the Trinity to skip this part of the fight specifically. This one is horrible. Having things that can hit me aside from the actual boss is not a good thing. Did the audio just peak or something? I have no idea if that was intentional or not. Okay, now we're in the construction site. I can just one-shot him now. Okay, there we go. Like, really, he actually means it. Oh wait, he's actually not, it's not that as strong. Oh yeah, it's critical mode. I don't have reaction boost, it's fine. I'm used to that being the end, just because. It's more convenient. Kind of. He's actually really hard to hit like that. Why? Pete here during the Trinity. Yeah, he just flips. That didn't finish him. There we go. Finally, my attack took priority. Oh my lord. And I got reflect, so I got a broken spell. Bonus.
It serves you right. Ow, 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 ow,
I'm so glad this is over.
Yeah, and stay out.
Yeah, I know.
And I have to come back here for stickers. I'm done with this world right now. Oh my lord. Oh yeah. But the one inside the castle's
Would
perfectly
somebody
fine to keep
tell me
around.
What's been going on here? Who was that creep anyways?
Hello? That creep was you from the future.
Sora, that's a secret.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, never mind. Sorry I put you guys through all
Didn't
that
question that any further than that. And he doesn't remember that.
And to show you my appreciation, I'll let you pilot my steamboat. Best little craft on the river.
If only
My
Classic
deckhand
Pete knew
Mickey's
he
late
just helped
anyways.
his future enemies. Defeat himself, no less. Even though we barely did anything. The beginning of almost every animated Disney movie. I can't whistle. Speaking of whistle, that monochrome.
Well, I'll bet you the
Pete's secret, what's secret? You don't care anymore.
Guess we should head back.
As long as we're here.
Donald!
What's the big idea?
I can't snap it. I tried. It's too much. It's gonna settle for those low quality doots from my mouth. But you know what I'm talking about.
The thorns have disappeared.
By George, the lads have accomplished their mission.
They use the same effect a lot.
Let's have an acorn feast to celebrate.
Wait, what did Donald want to do? No idea. Win the lottery.
Because of your bravery, the castle is safe.
Once
and
again, get rid of his
protected again. Thank
PTSD.
you so much for all you've done.
Good work,
Like-
you guys.
Now, boys,
There are
I hope
possibilities.
You didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
Of course not.
How did Donald get away with lying to someone who can see the future? I don't care anymore. I'm done.
Daisy, I'm back.
Ay.
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time.
Oh, speaking of things that got changed in
I know it's
this
an
game,
important
just in
mission,
general,
but
this
you could at least
scene
check
used to
in
be a
every once
lot
in a
longer.
while.
Like, she just chased him around for forever.
Sure.
But they cut it down.
Donald?
Just be a minute.
Going somewhere?
Of course not.
Donald!
There you go. That was the part that I was talking about that got cut. And I think that was in development too. That wasn't even in the original. Like, people found that by, like, data mining this game or something. I don't remember what.
Daisy, we need Donald for just a little longer.
And thus another a MacGuffin was opened by another MacGuffin.
Well...
And this time it was the ultimate MacGuffin of this universe that is never brought up again.
Don't you worry, Queen Minnie. We'll return.
Please tell the king that we're still looking for him.
I will.
See you soon!
Think wisely.
And because of that, I got wisdom form. No kidding. Ah, pretty cool. Yes. Indeed. What happened to Roz? She was here earlier. A new episode was added. Yes, indeed. Remember that whole Underdrome thing? Well, that's still a thing. Yes. Actually, I think there's a glitch that says that it's here when it's not. Or they might have fixed that, I don't remember. Nope. They fixed it. Well, the coast is clear. No sign of the nobodies or the heartless for now, anyway. What's that? The Underdrome. Fiends of the underworld once clashed there battle after battle, but Zeus didn't like the senseless violence, so he locked the place up. How did it get unlocked? Some fool must have broken the seal. What an idiot! You know what? That could also be the part of the thumbnail. Like, cue laugh track right there. You was wondering that yourself. Says she's online. Where are you going, Aaron? You should catch up. I mean, we should catch up. If you need something to do, go help your friends. Even though you can't do anything to help them until endgame. Just talk to me if you want to enter the tournament. His most pernicious is feeling kind of charitable, so don't worry about dying or anything. You should consider yourself lucky. Usually Hades is so apathetic. Especially to those who have wronged him. And if you win, you'll get lots of fabulous prizes. There's a bunch of tournaments, so make sure you check back often. Yeah, it's a great way to spend some time. Like, Hades is just always so generous. Why not? Yes. I'm gonna be editing anywhere. Might as well put in a laugh track right there as well. This video is going to have a lot of production going into it. And not a lot of people are going to see it probably because of YouTube. It's gonna be great though. Anyway, I'm gonna save that for later. Like, I've been here too long, like the technical difficulties and everything, and also I kinda gotta go to the dentist tomorrow anyway. Like, I gotta get up. So this is where I'm gonna call it. I just saved twice. There's only one world, technically, but made a lot of progress. Hades decided to try caring for his tournament. Sure. He finally took his fingers out of his ears. Anyway, good night.